We started off from another area, but I am coming back to this previous mansion because there was something that I missed. Let's get to it. As I have mentioned before, this is a very wide spaced area. It's incredibly humongous. Very large. I don't even think I actually went around this area as much. There's the sink. Really didn't even pay attention to this area. I'm surprised I'm glad I went back here. So there's your average but very modern sink with dishes, glass cups. You got your oven over here. Real nice, and you got yourself a little makeshift microwave right here for you. And we have ourselves a fridge with not much design, but that was also the Roblox era of abstract blocks and symmetrical, less three-dimensional and more symmetrical. Here's your table with 2 seats, and then we got yourself another table over here, dining table over there, and table of 4. I don't know if I added this table or if it was already part of it, but this candle, I remember using it a lot. Putting it on when I was working on my brother's place in his Roblox world. I had an addiction for these candles. Looked really nice. I remember when I was thinking how a candle would be very nice in the middle of a crazy apocalyptic situation. Here's your table with fruits and your couch. This is alright. We're gonna take a secondary glance at this picture again. I really wanted to take it in. And there's the bird. And there's the plains. Actual nice point of view. I really would love to be here someday, to be able to settle down and be around a place like this is exactly where I want to be. Not really a social gathering or a crowded place. Here's a hat hanger. Never really got a full video, never full walk around here as much. I went through it, the last 2 pretty quickly. Last 2 previous ones. And here we have another picture. Here's your dresser. And another picture of this waterfall. Different from all the other ones. This one's much different from that one over there. Very peaceful. I wanted to show that as the first portion of this video. And it's nighttime. Maybe we can have a little sit here for a little bit in the hot tub and just to really take in the vast adventures of this entire adventure of a world. It's humongous. Look at that. Humongous world. You could barely see anything. This is exactly what I was going for in a Roblox game. There was not a lot of that. Not a lot of those wide spaced areas. Rest and repeat. That's what I like. Not rinse and repeat. Rest and repeat. Really nice during the nighttime. This is something I would really pay attention to. Put a lot of attention to when I was little, just to enjoy moments like this. Even at 8 years old. This would be a very great place to live at. In your own world. No one's here, but this was potentially a place for everyone to explore together, to hang out together. It would have been a great hub. That's what I was feeling about this world. Before it became, as I would imagine it, stored away into the save slots. Alrighty, let's get to it. Let's go where we need to go, where we last left off. In fact, we'll make this one quicker. We can just fly where we need to fly. Alrighty. Wrong spot. At least we get a view of the birds. Never did that here. Never did that in the last video, so we can take the moment here. The world is making... Alright. That's actually part of the insert. That's actually part of the model feature. It will do that. Can make you feel trippy when you are around in this world. Like, wait a minute. Was I just imagining this bird? And you're like, oh no, actually, here it is. It's like kind of a way of showing reality dysfunctional. A dysfunctional reality in time lapse. Time zone. And there's your secondary bird. As I would say, it's really a great place. It would have been so great for players and people and friends to really visit. This is what I envisioned when I was very little. This is exactly what I would have wanted. To have everyone visit my world, and this was my little mindset when I was little. With the little creativity that I had, I was fantasizing and dreaming about anything like this. And now, as I was able to do it 3 years ago during the pandemic, I was able to finally live out my dream in Roblox when I was little, is to have a big giant world to explore. And it would have been more nice. It would have been a lot. It would have been great if people would be able to explore this world alongside, and it grew a big following, but it never had that chance. Alrighty, this is where we left off, right in this little town. I imagine not a lot is in these houses. Pretty cool physical doors that actually can open. And some of them are broken, and the hinges are broken off. Not much is going on. Not much in this world. Not much in this city, I mean. It's all blank. It's a completely abandoned village. Food's wasted too. Well, you could imagine it's these fellas that live in these parts. They either live in the village, they live in their base castle, or they live in their other castle, the opposing ones. And the ones that are in the middle, they live here. They reside here. Cool little mountain. Little water fountain. I just got out of work. I'm still I didn't just get out of work. I just got out of a diner I went to after a long day at work. Yeah, they're all pretty much empty. Not much around. They all aren't quite the same. One thing you could do is you can parkour here. Well, you'll have to find some other form of an obstacle in order to make the jump. Let's see. This is... feels like jumping an Obi again. This is perfect right here. This is a good area. Bam! Parkour. Yeah. Wham! Ooh, right on the spot. Let's see if we can make this one. I guess not. There's your village, abandoned village, partially abandoned or temporarily in the middle of all these battles that go on almost every day, every week, every month, every quarter of a year. There's an argument, there's a conflict. There is that, and then a battle ensues. We went through these guys, the Black Flag's castle, in the last tour vid. Now we're gonna go through the Red Flag's base, all with just one little ladder. Pretty unrealistically cool. Here's the dock. You can sit down and take in all the chaos and the conflict, or just sit in peace a little bit. Take your time to relax. It's nighttime. Unfortunately, I guess the rendering distance doesn't. Once again, in the rendering distance from the first world, it's doing the same thing here, where you could barely see anything. And we have a bird, though. Let's enter this castle. Semi-castle, semi-village. Alright. What do we have here? Enterable houses. Nice. One bed here. Another bed up here. They're all probably the same. We're about to find out. A nice little table and a shelf with books. Few books. That's all you really need in a medieval time. And food. And better medication. Better doctors. Not much different. Buildings. This one looks different. Perhaps I thought too much. All the same. Either way, at least they're enterable. Look at us just wandering in this village. Empty village. It's a very weird, empty feeling, but peaceful at the same time. You are just left to yourself. Let's take a look in here. Little tavern, huh? You can only imagine they had very little, minimal, in my world, in this world, very minimal with the way we're looking here. All the same, all the same. Oh, I can't even enter this one. Oh, I must have barred it up. Same. Alright, most of the houses look pretty much the same. Nope, not enterable. A little field over here. Wow. This actually really looks really nice during the night. Not even kidding. Really would be nice to actually explore this place with a friend. That would have been so nice. Before this world became closed down for good. And the sad thing was, it was made not too long ago. It was only 3 years to 4 years ago that I updated this world. It's 14 years old with this year 2026. Today is January 17th, 2026. And the existence of this world when it started was 2012 or 2012. Here's a little hut over here. Just chilling around, relax. Having some food. Wow. Little hut. Little nice hut to relax with your friends or just by yourself at the night after a long battle. Lagging. Okay. We're good. Okay, we're good. Yeah, this is a really minimalistically nice concept. Just to explore by yourself or with your friends. That's what this would have been. Getting to see the bird, you feel a sense of life, even when the world feels somewhat frozen. You're not fully alone. Even in your solitude, you're not fully alone in this world. Pretty decent. I like the lights. And these castles don't look like they're enterable. I don't see any doorways. Nothing. Just there. It's crazy the size of this world. I really wanted to make the scale seem unheard, unseen, unreplicated. And I certainly pulled it off when I built this world. What I don't enjoy is the rendering right now. It's making the graphics look slightly off. What other way to travel than to travel by foot? Oh, right, I forgot about this side. This is also part of the Black Flags side of their territory. You already saw the red flags, now you're getting a little more of the black flags. The other ones in there were more or less aesthetic. Now we actually have some houses. I know because I did go through this house before. Short little houses, but they're enterable. There we are. Enterable houses with only just one room. Still better than a door closing on you and being stuck and frozen. Yep. This is an old little one I found through the catalog. Wow. Very good. Very nice. The visuals, the weather. The new Roblox definitely does amplify the shading and the lighting, which is what I will commend about this update and this version of Roblox. Even though there's not a lot that I find very likable, but there are some parts that are good. It's just I grew up with most of this than the newer things. Do I even have the volume on? Yeah, I do. Alright. This is another village. On the side of the red flags. The black flags, I mean. With a water fountain. And a little park. with a very modernistic car. Still looks really nice. Is it drivable? Oh my god! This is actually drivable! I never did this before. I never actually driven this car. This is the first time. If I could get it out. Oh, that would be so sick. Hold on. Whew. This is so cool. First I actually made this car. First I actually driven this car. I didn't even know it was drivable when I spawned it. That's why it's really great to actually explore the stuff that you work with after you've created it all. This looks like an envisionment of heaven of some form. The turning is quite scabby. Quite shabby. This is such a cool car. I didn't even know it actually functions. Look at that. It's got such a nice sound to it. Disturbing, slightly ominous, but it works, and that's all that matters. And the engine's humming. This is the first actual vehicle I'm actually introducing to you guys in this world. And it's not the ones that I commonly use. This is actually a new one that I'm using even in this video now. Oh, this is such a cool video. Such a cool car. I mean, I'm very, very enamored by this car. Unfortunately, I can't get out of it. I'm trying to jump out. It's not letting me jump out. What the heck is going on? Alright, I hit F on the key and that turned it off. That pulled me out of the car. This is so cool. This is so cool. This little car. Very old school, very old fashioned. Oh, I'm so gonna get back to this one in the next part. This is a little house here. With slumber party beds, couch. It's like a little place to actually relax down for a medieval era. It sure is quite modernistic. A little campfire here. And a tree house that looks unfortunately tampered with by the worlds and the physics of the world that I have, unfortunately. We could at least take a look inside. Rubik's Cube and some PCP. Oh, never mind. You can ignore I just said that. You're too young if you don't know what that is. We got some food. KFC. The old Roblox eating sound. We're getting close to the end of this video already. We just started. It feels like we just started. We did. I did. Little house here. See what's inside. Hey, a physical door that actually opens and closes. Little chair here. Fireplace. Some towels, fabrics. Little bed here. Wow, this is a really nice looking house. Physical door. A bedroom with some dressers and a little couch. And a closet with a dresser. Once again, I never actually explored these houses. I was waiting for an actual player to join so I can explore it with them. That was the idea. Sadly, that never came. Ooh, looks like a little chest. Too bad it can't be open. Wow. That is super nice. I always wanted a little room like this. Not a little room to work. Well, at some point, the place that I'm moving to, I will have my little workroom. Like, almost like this. It's not going to be anything to play games around or do too much of my hobbies. It's more or less to concentrate and focus. Nice little chair. I'm a little too big for it. There's the windows, the medieval styled windows. Wow, we get the nice view of a lot of other sides of this area. Very nice. I could really just sit here. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a pause to really take in this area. There we go. This is a super cool room. Really nice, relaxed room. Focused and relaxed. That's what I like about this area. That's what it's giving off. And there's a little window here to look out of. We got some more storage here. Some form of craft here. And then in here, a little house as well. Some food being made. This looks like a community type of village where everyone works together as a family and sleeps, and they leave their doors open. They don't have to worry about any crazy psychotic person invading their place. And there's a little interactive stool chair here. Pretty cool. Actually functioning. I didn't even know this was actually possible. Super cool. Little attic up here with some mattresses here and there. There's so much I want to explore once I get to the next segment of this. It's so many stuff. There's so many things to explore from. Take a look in here. Oh, I think I went through this already. Or, yeah, I did. Take a look over here. We only have about around 2 more minutes. I'll show these last 2 areas before it ends. Ooh, we're heading over there. That's my favorite place once we get to this. My first favorite place of the world. Looks like a little carpet area to purchase carpets. Little rugs here and there put on your walls. Really aesthetic, nice aesthetic from the medieval times. And we got ourselves a little shop here with an actual person here besides Builderman. Sadly, they can't talk, but you can at least feel less isolated in this world. As you traverse, as you travel. This looks like an abandoned building. And sadly, it's not enterable. Can't. Oh, wait, it is. It's enterable. It's an abandoned house, broken down house. Just barely functioning. This is like a really poor side of the village then. Poor house. Someone must have lived here and left and never came back. That's the definition of my childhood. Just kidding. And here it looks like a little brewery of some sort. Someone must have really... Ooh, that's a nice bed, and the candle here is actually lit. Wow. The video is already coming close to an end. And there's a little ceiling here, patio type ceiling, wood ceiling, patterns on it. Alright guys and gals, I am going to head out for the next sequence. I hope this is a somewhat an interesting little start. I'm feeling a little more enthusiastic compared to the last 2 videos I made. I have to say, enjoy yourself wherever you are, and 4, 3, 2, 1.